Hello students, previously we have seen single value, how to calculate the future value of single cash flow. Annually we have considered, semi-annually as well as quarterly. In all the three factors we have considered. Now we will see the second method of it, future value of series of cash flow. How to find out future value if it is series of cash flow if you have. In many cases we have to find out the future value of series for payments made at different time period. It means payments are made frequently, means what we will do here, payments will be made frequently. Series of cash flow will be there, means different amounts will be invested at different time. So in such case, how to calculate future value we will see here. In this case, future value is calculated with the help of following formula, with the help of compounding interest factor. We will use the compounding interest factor. How we solved in previous one more method which I have shown. A equal to principal into compounding factor. With the help of that, we are going to calculate the future value here. Future value equal to principal into compounding factor. So let's move on to the problem. First problem, Shivanand invests rupees 1000, 2000 and rupees 4000 at the end of each year. So what he has done, he invested three amounts at different 3 years end. First he invested rupees 1000, secondly 2000 and 4000 at the end of every year. Calculate the compounded value at the end of 3 years, compounded annually when the interest is charged at 10% per annum. According to compounding factor table, the compounding interest factor is ₹1 for the first year. It is 1 point for first year, means 1 year, 1.10. Second year you have 1.210 here. So they have given a discount factor here. Let's see the solution of it. You have to prepare statement of future value here. So columns, we have 5 columns here. End of the year. Then amount deposited, how much amount been deposited there. Then third column you have number of years compounded. Then compounded interest factor, what they have given in the problem, same we are going to write here. Then you are going to calculate future value. How to calculate future value? Amount into interest factor. So first we will take first year, how much he invested, 1000. Second year, how much he invested, 2000. And third year he invested rupees 4000, because 3 times he invested. First year it is 1000, second year it is 2000 and third year it is 4000 he invested. Now number of years compounded, how we have to consider? For first year, 2 years interest will be compounded, because first year and he invested, so 2 years will be compounded. Then second year, 1 year will be compounded and third year 0. If you get confused with this number of years compounded, you can come from the down, 0, 1, 2. So you have to start with a 0 always, 0, 1, 2 we will get. Then compounding interest factor, as they are given 1.210 if it is for 2 years. Then if it is for 1 year compounded, how much? 1.100. 1.10 they have given, one more 0 you have to consider. 1.100 means after point always 3 numbers. Then 0 year they have not mentioned anything, always it is 0 whether they mention it or not, 1 rupee will be there. So 1.000 you have to consider here. Remember, whether they mention it in the problem or not, you have to consider. For 0 years compounded it is 1.000. And for first year they have mentioned it is 1.10 for 1 years. Then for 2 years they have mentioned it 1.210. These compounding interest factors you have to write depending upon the number of years compounded, not end of the years there. First column consider madongilla. You have to consider with the number of years compounded here. So for 2 years they have mentioned, second year it is 1.210. For first year, for 1 year it is 1.100 and 0 they have not mentioned anything, so we have considered 1.000 here, whether they mention it or not. You have to consider 1.000 here. Now how to calculate future value? 1000 into 1.210. amount into compounding factor. Okay, 1000 into 1.210, you'll get 1210. Then 2000 into 1.100, you'll get 2200. Then 4000 into 1000. Okay, so you'll get it as 4000. So how much total we will get? It is, how much total we have? 7410. Okay, this is your total future value. Okay, 7410 we will get. So second problem we will see. When Vivek deposit each year rupees 1000, 2000, 3000 and 4000 and 5000. 5 years he is being deposited in his savings bank account for 5 years. Okay, the rate of interest rate is 5%. He wishes to find out the future value of his deposits at the end of 5th year. According to compounded table, the compound interest factor for rupee 1 at 5% is, they have given interest compounded factor here. First year 1.000, second year 1.050, third year 1.103, fourth year 1.158 and fifth year 1.216. Okay, we'll see the solution of it. Statement of future value we have to prepare. Okay, as usual, 5 columns: end of the year, amount deposited, number of years compounded, compounded interest factor, then future value. How to calculate future value? Total amount deposited into compounded interest factor. Okay, both you have to multiply to get the future value. So first year, how much he deposited? 1000. Second year 2000. Third year 3000. Fourth year he deposited 4000 and fifth year he deposited 5000. Okay, total 5 years he invested 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000 and 5000. Number of years compounded, as I said, first year end it is, right? So 4 years interest will be compounded, the next 3 years it will be compounded, then 2 years, 1 year and 0. Okay, if you get confused with it, come from downwards. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 number of years compounded. Okay, 1000 at the end of first year he invested, so 4 years interest will be compounded, and next 3 years it will be compounded for second year, then third year it will be compounded for 2 years, then for fourth year it will be compounded for 1 year, then fifth year it is not yet compounded. Okay, now compounded interest factor we should write. Come from downwards. Okay, 1.216, 1.158, then 1.103, 1050 and 1000. Okay, first year they have given it as, means first year investment, it will be only 1 rupee interest will be there. Then for second year we have 1000 here, then 1.103, then 1.158 and fifth year investment it is 1.216. Okay, come from downwards, or write the factor rate what they are given in a reverse order. Okay, for first year you should write it as 1.216, for second year you should write 1.158, for third year 1.103, then fourth year you should write 1.050, then for first year you should write 1.000. Okay, then how to calculate future value now? Amount deposited into compounded interest factor. 1000 into 1.216, so you'll get 1216. Then 2000 into 1.158, so you'll get 2316. Then 3000 into 1.103, you'll get 3309. Then 4000 into 1050, you'll get 4200. Then 5000 into 1.000, how much we will get it as 5000 itself. Okay, then we'll see the total of it. How much we'll get the total? 16,041 rupees. Okay, total future value. Then we'll see the next one. Third problem. Calculate the future value at the end of 5 years of the following series of payments at 10% rate of interest. Okay, at the end of first year he invested 5000. Compounded factor rate you have 1.000. Okay, second year, he at the end of second year he invested 1000, 1.100 you'll get. Third year 1500 he invested, discount factor rate you have 1.210. Then fourth year he invested 1000, discount factor rate you have 1.331. Then fifth year he invested 750 and interest rate discount factor rate or interest factor rate you have 1.464. Okay, now how to solve this? Year end and amount as usual you're going to record. Then you should add number of years compounded there. Come from downwards. Okay, so you'll get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then compounded interest factor also you have to come from downwards. So first year you're going to write 1.464. Second year you should write 1.331. Then third year you should write 1.210. Fourth year 1.100. Then fifth year 1. Okay, 1.000. Solve and let me know the answer. We'll see the solution of it. Third also. Then I'll give the homeworks. Okay. First year 500 been invested. Second year 1000 been invested. Third year 1500. Then fourth year 1000. Then fifth year how much have been invested? 750. So number of years compounded as I explained 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 we will get. Then compounded factor as I said you should write in a reverse order. So first you should write 1.464. Secondly you should write 1.331. Then thirdly 1.210, 1.100 and 1.000. Then future value we should calculate 500 into 1.464. We will get it as 732. Okay. Then 1000 into 1.331. How much we will get? 1331 we will get. Then 1500 into 1.210. How much we will get? 1815. Then 1000 into 1.100. How much we will get it as? 1100 again. Then 750 into 1.000. You'll get it as 750 itself. So total we will check how much we will get. 5728. Okay, I hope you are clear with these sums. Okay, if you get any doubt you can get it clarified, then solve the homeworks. Okay, determine the future value at the end of 5 years of the following series of payments at 10% interest. Okay, end of the year amount and compound interest factor they have given at 10%. So first year end he invested 4000, compound interest factor you have 1.000, and second year you have 3000 and compound interest factor you have 1.100. Then third year he invested 2500 and compound interest rate you have 1.210. Then fourth year 2000 and compound interest rate you have 1.331. Okay, then fifth year 1500 you have 1.464. Okay, so fourth problem. Okay, end of the year and amount as usual you're going to write 4000, 3000, 2500, 2000 and 1500. Now compound interest factor what you have to do, come in a reverse order. Okay, for first year 1.464, for second year 1.331, for third year 1.210, for fourth year 1.100 and fifth year 1.000. Okay, solve and let me know the answer. If you get any doubt, get it clarified, then sort it out. Okay, then fifth problem you have, calculate the future value of series of payments made for a deposit which carries 12% for the period of 4 years. Okay, so end of the year amount we have and compound interest factor at 10% you have. Okay, sorry, it is 12%. Okay, so first year 10,000 and in fact compound interest factor you have 1.120. Okay, compound interest factor it is 12%, not 10%. Okay, it is 12%. So value we have 1.120 for first year. For second year 6000 been invested amount and compound interest factor rate you have 1.254. Then third year we have 4000 amount been invested there. Then compound interest factor rate you have 1.405. Okay, then fourth year 2000 been invested and compound interest factor you have 10%, 12%, 1.574. Okay, while writing in the book, write it as 12%, not 10%. Compound interest factor at 12%. Okay. So amount and interest you had to write as usual. Compound interest factor you had to write reverse order. Okay. First you should write 1.574, then 1.405, then 1.254 and 1.120. Okay. Then next we have sixth sum. Determine the future value at the end of 5 years of the following series of payments, 6% interest. Okay. So end of the year we have first year 4,000 been invested, compound interest factor at 6%, it is not 10%. Okay. Compound interest factor at 6%, 1.050. Okay. Then second year 6,000 amount been invested, for compound interest factor you have 1.103. Then third year 7,000 been invested there, 1.158 you have compound interest rate. Okay. Fourth year 8,000 been invested and compound interest factor rate you have 1.216. Then fifth year 9,000 been invested and the amount interest compound interest factor you have 1.276. Okay. Which these are the three sums which I want you to solve and let me know the answers. Okay. Don't neglect. Okay. Solve, then you'll come to know where you're going to get stuck. Okay. And in compound interest factor rate we have 6%, it is not 10% here. Okay. If you have any doubt, get it clarified. So next we have here compounded value on annuity. Okay. Solve all the homeworks. Compounded value on annuity we have. An annuity is a series of equal payments, or it is the stem of equal annual cash flow. Means with a single factor we are going to calculate the amount here, whether it is series or single payment we are having. Okay. So how we are going to calculate here? Future value equal to amount into compounded interest value. Okay. So it is a simple method to calculate, means easy method to calculate. Okay. First problem we will see. Ashok deposits rupees 1,500 at the end of every year for 4 years, and the deposits earns compound interest 10% per annum. As per annuity table, compound annuity value 4.641. Okay. For rupee 1 at 10% interest for 4 years, determine how much money he will have at the end of 4 years. Okay. Now amount, how much we are having? Principal amount means amount invested 1,500, and only you have to consider here discount factor rate, annuity table value. How much? 4.641. Okay. So solution we will see. Given P we have 1,500, I 10%, and it is 4 years. Okay. But we are going to consider only compounding interest factor here. Future value equal to amount into compounding interest factor or annuity value. Okay. You can write both. Compounding annuity value also it is okay. Compound interest factor also it is okay. So total amount, how much we have? Principal amount 1,500 into compound interest factor. How much we have? 4.641. So how much will get the amount at the end of 4 years? 6,961. Okay. So these are the homeworks which you had to solve. Okay. A 4 years annuity of rupees 6,000 per year is deposited in a bank account that pays 9% interest. Okay. As per annuity table, compound annuity value 4.573. So how we are going to calculate here? Amount you have 6,000 and compound annuity value we have 4.573. With the help of these two you have to calculate the future value of annuity here. Okay. Then third problem you have. Shankar deposits rupees 3,000 at the end of every year for 5 years in his savings account, paying 5% interest compounded annually. He wants to determine how much sum of money he will have at the end of 5th year. As for the annuity table, the compounded value for rupee 1 at 5% interest, it is 5.327. So here amount invested it is 3,000 we have, and factor rate, compounded annuity value we have 5.327. These two have to consider. 3,000 into 5.327. Write the formula, then insert the value in that, then get the answer. Okay. Don't solve directly. Then fourth you have, find out the compound value of annuity when the 3 equal yearly payments of rupees 4,000 are deposited into an account that yields 7% compound interest as per the annuity table. Then compound value for rupee 1 at 7% for 3 years, it is 3.215. Okay, so how much we are having now? Amount, it is 4,000 we are having, and means amount being invested, amount deposited, you have 4,000, and annuity table value or a compounded annuity value you have 3.215. With the help of these two, you had to solve the answer and you had to find out the future value of annuity. Okay, in next class I'll explain discount technique. Okay, this ends your first technique, what it is, compounded technique or future value technique. Okay, further we are going to study discount technique or present value technique. Okay, if you have any doubt in this, get it clarified, then solve all the homeworks. Okay, meet you in the next class. Till then, take care.